What's up, collective? Welcome back to the channel. Let's get into another reading. There are new readings on the channel. Thank you for your likes, your views. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for sharing the video. Every click is appreciated. Let's get into this general reading. This is not a personal reading. Please do not take anything personal. If something feels offensive, it's not your message. It could be for somebody else. Only take what resonates, what feels good, and what's confirmation for you. It might not always feel good, but it should not offend you, okay? Let's get into this. Let's get into this reading. Somebody lives alone, okay? This contact relationship. If this reading is not about you, it's about someone in your energy from your past, present, or future. Somebody lives alone, that you're in a contact relationship with someone who lives alone. Okay, unwanted communication. So there's some unseen, unwanted communication happening. Okay, that it could be interfering with a relationship, a contact relationship here. And then we have death coming out again on a different card. Something is over. Somebody is not living alone anymore. This unwanted communication is over. Delaware could be significant. ED or DE could be significant. Somebody isn't getting downloads. Nothing can stop you. Somebody isn't getting downloads about somebody because nothing can stop you. A performance. Nothing can stop a performance that somebody has. Somebody has a performance. Okay, and we have false identity. Somebody is hiding a false identity. Someone is going to surprise someone. Someone is not. Somebody, okay, we have a couple of cards on the floor. I'm just going to read them from here. Okay, somebody doesn't have a warrant. This is significant. An antenna is significant. An antenna is significant. Somebody is currently awaiting trial, and we have bleach, and currently awaiting trial. Bleach on the floor. Somebody is guilty of doing something with bleach, or something concerning bleach, or somebody uses bleach for something that they're guilty of doing. Dependable. Somebody's dependable. Somebody can't stop cheating. Somebody's apologizing. They're awaiting trial. Somebody's trying to hurt somebody's children. This could be significant. The same sex is in love with you. Your voice is so sexy. Breakfast in bed in reverse. So somebody's not interested in someone else on an island or doing something on an island. They're not getting their way with someone. Somebody could be lusting. Okay. They don't want you to expose them. Okay. Something about stairs is being exposed. They don't want you to expose something about something that happened on stairs. Okay. Somebody wasn't wearing flat shoes. B. Ancestors need prayer and offering. They're trying to offer up people to their ancestors. They don't have a job offer to do it though. They don't have something to give. This is not always good. So somebody could be trying to do something bad. Okay, not every ancestor is good. I think most, just like most people, struggle with being good. And this came out earlier that somebody is trying to offer up somebody. All right, let's get into this reading. Let's get into this. Let's see what needs to come out. Okay, did tarot readings on your child. Tarot reads on your child. This person is in reverse. Keep your heels on. Okay, somebody doesn't want to get an exorcism anymore. They don't want to do this anymore, this exorcism activity. You block this person. Okay, you reverse this curse. Okay, they made a wrong choice. They're deceptive, unreliable, twins or triplets in reverse. Calling you this week. Somebody's not calling someone about twins or triplets in reverse. Somebody's sick and hiding it from people. A business owner is significant. Lying about being attached to a demon. This person is in reverse. You were right about something. They were attached to a demon. I'm doing this to several men and women. Somebody was attaching spirits to men and women. Okay, you were right about something. They're in reverse. They were doing something all night. Their people know about you in reverse. Their people do not know anything about the collective. Okay, our manifestations are becoming a reality. There's a false police report about someone. Somebody's reporting false things to a police officer or something, if it's not a physical document. Okay, this could be happening. This could be happening. Go to the village. We have Mark chapter 11, verse 2. Okay, Jesus sent 2 of his disciples, saying to them, "Go to the village ahead of you, and just as you enter it, you will find a colt tied there, which no one has ever ridden. Untie it and bring it here. If anyone asks you, 'Why are you doing this?' say the Lord needs it and will send it back here shortly." Somebody went somewhere. They went somewhere and they had to get rid of something and bring it back to someone. They had to untie something and bring it back to someone. And whatever this was that somebody did, Jesus knew that someone was going to ask them, "Why are you doing this?" And Jesus said, just to tell them that God needs it. And you'll bring it back shortly. But the truth is, nobody's bringing this back, because I believe whatever this is, I see the word cult, C-O-L-T, which could mean, let me see what a cult is. 1 second. This is interesting. I'm looking at it like as C-U-L-T, but it could mean something else. What a cult is, C-O-L-T. A cult, C-O-L-T, is a horse. Okay, a colt is a horse, a young male horse, usually below the age of 4 years. Okay. So something is, okay, and then we have a pew-pew is also, a colt is also identified as a pew-pew, Colt Ford, Samuel Colt, a Colt revolver, a Colt animal, a Colt horse. Okay, so these are different definitions. Okay, so you could perceive it as however you perceive it, but it could mean any of these things. Okay, so somebody had to go and get this from somewhere. Okay, and somebody said, if somebody asks you about it, just tell them I need it and we'll bring it back. So that's what I think the message is. So somebody had to go somewhere, get something for someone, and get rid of it. It was something that nobody has ever gotten rid of before, but somebody needed it. But somebody told someone to say that you'll be back with it. I don't think this person was coming back with something. A horse, a revolver, some kind of a cult member, something like this. The name Mark could be significant. The number 11 or 2 could be significant as well. Let's see how this ties in. Somebody could be planning an event. The letter U could be significant. Okay. So someone is saying something false to the authorities about someone as well. It could involve a pew-pew, an animal, a person. We have cooking in reverse, running kids in reverse, all on the floor, nice people in reverse, and a sunny day. Okay, something Someone is being monitored here. There's spirits on the rug, okay? The plant pots. Someone is watching someone, okay? Using spirits. The birds. These are all things that I've talked about on this channel. Okay, Cancer, I'm sorry, this is an 18. Cancer could be significant. Virgo could be significant as well. Okay, we have cooking in reverse. Somebody can't cook anymore, or they don't cook. A chef could be in reverse as well. Children that were running could be in reverse. This relationship, whatever this is in reverse. Some type of connection between an older man and a younger child is in reverse. Something did not happen, or it ended. Libra, Capricorn, Cancer, Taurus, Virgo, anybody could be these signs. 18, 81, 14, 41, 7, 10, or 1 could be significant. So something is going on with people in reverse. Someone being monitored here. Someone doesn't cook. Someone is moving. Somebody's moving into a new place, a family, the family card. Bed could be significant. Stew. Rabbits could be significant. Rabbit holes. Something could be, you could be trying to find out something. Somebody could be trying to find out something about a family moving. And it's leading them down rabbit holes because it's none of their business or something. They want to monitor this family at this new place. So it's like wherever somebody was, they were being monitored there by spirits on, okay, somebody was having a rebirth. I see some butterflies here. Somebody was having a rebirth, but they didn't, it looks like this person doesn't know that they're being monitored by spirits on their items. Okay, these spirit attachments. But I also see somebody moving because these things are in reverse. There's a couple of people in reverse here, and then somebody moving. And they want to do the same thing here. So they're stalking, but they're just ending up down rabbit holes. Somebody's not cooking for someone, or some type of cooking is not happening. Sag, Pisces could be significant. 12, 3, 21, 15. See, delicious food, okay? These are spirits that want to eat, okay? But cooking is in reverse, okay? There's a spirit, a hungry spirit, monitoring spirits around a family or a person. And this is what they want. This is my spirit contamination card. They're going into the food that they want to eat, okay? And they do this using witchcraft and binding. Someone is ungrateful. There's someone who's ungrateful and they're not thankful. 23, 32 could be significant. Gemini, Taurus, anybody could be these signs. 15, 51 could be significant. And one more card, smelling a flower in reverse. Somebody who liked to smell flowers, possibly due to some sort of witchcraft or some sort of influence from a spirit, could be in reverse. There's a couple of energies that are in reverse. Somebody who's ungrateful could be in reverse. Somebody who was saying thank you could be in reverse. But I don't know if that thank you was for a good reason. What I find sometimes that these spirits do, they try to trick you into giving to them by saying thank you. I rebuke it in the name of Jesus. You're not welcome. Leave, demon, flee, go now. Things like this will, deter this energy from saying thank you. Sometimes they try to trick you into thinking you're offering to them when you're not. They do stuff like this. It could be a side message or a confirmation for somebody. I've said it before, but they're crazy. And then one more card here, a book or a game in reverse. Somebody, this evil genius here that's playing games with people, is in reverse. So it looks like there's something going on here. Somebody is still interested in getting in somebody's food because there's spirits that, I said something this morning to myself that they try to create pits The spirits try to create pits inside of the human body. They try to create pits inside of the human body. One moment. 1 second, please. So that's what I find. They try to create pits in the belly, the teeth, anywhere where there's somewhere they could feel like they can be, okay, and survive without serving judgment, okay? And they want to use families or places in the home, corners, crevices, couches, any, okay? This is literal. These are what these things try to do to stay out of God's judgment. That's why you must be praying against them so that they have to go down into judgment, speaking against them. Because they want to sit and they want to just keep living. I say living in quotes, trying to live through the collective in these ways that don't make any sense. They don't make any sense. Okay, let me see here. All right, let's get another deck. Let's get another deck. Let's get another deck. Let's get some. I'll take this on. I'm trying to straighten like this deck too. Let's get this. This reading is a little scattered, but it's pulling together. It's pulling together. I'm going to go to these cards underneath again. I feel like there's something in there that needs to come out. Your day could be feeling a little different, but still a good day. You have Arcana. So this family has some kind of arcanic knowledge that these spirits are stalking, or they want to use it. What some of these things also do is they sell or they make deals with other spirits, trades or deals or something like that. So let's say that there is a person in this realm that works. They work with spirits, and they're saying, I want arcanic knowledge. I want to know this. I want to know that. And the spirit says, okay, I can get this for you. Sure, yeah, whatever. Okay, all right. What are you going to do for me? I'll do this for you. Okay, well, let me see what I can do. So what they do is they go around and they steal information from families, from people who have arcanic knowledge, and they say, I found it. And that's why they listen, they spy, and then they go and they take that information in the spirit and they give it to somebody else and say, I got your information for you. And it looks like that person stole it. It looks like that person stole that information, but they got it from a spirit who stole it, because they actually had no business going to spirits for arcanic knowledge. So it all kind of ties in, okay? Somebody cannot reflect about someone's happiness, or a child. They're struggling with reflecting about a child or someone's happiness with the Sun card here. Leo could be significant. Something deceiving happened when someone was healing. Okay, someone was healing and someone deceived them. Maybe a child or someone who's very happy and has a new beginning with the Sun card. Someone who can reflect, okay? And then we have air in reverse. Somebody with air placements in the reverse could have done this. Terra is significant. Terra is significant. Earth. Somebody could have earth placements, air placements in the reverse, fire placements. Someone is grounded and has arcanic knowledge, this family. And someone is trying to attract them. This person whose life is in reverse is trying to track them wherever they go. Like there's this spirit that don't want to let this family go. They refuse to let this family go. They're gonna have to. Okay, they're gonna have to. That's why this spirit or this group is being led down rabbit holes, because what they're doing is just, it's like God is confusing them. Yeah, they can't see. It's like they can't see, okay? Something this card to me represents something going on in the spiritual realm that we don't physically see. Sometimes we have visions in the spiritual realm, but they're just spiritual visions, but we still can see what is happening. You could still see what's happening clearly, that there's somebody whose life in reverse, whose life is in reverse, that cannot reflect, that is stalking your life and your loved ones. Like this is what this group is doing here. Because the collective has luck, or they think the collective is lucky. Okay, they think, oh, that they're lucky. They can't see something about how we have this luck and achievement. They can't see it. Okay, again, abundance in reverse for this group. Something they're doing is not good. Something they're not doing is good. Wisdom in reverse. Again, it's a lack of wisdom that is leading to a lack of abundance. And they deceive someone who was healing. Or this is something they do. They deceive someone who healed. They deceive healed people. They cannot heal. Yeah, they need self. They've lost themselves, so they try to find themselves in other people. We know this already, but there's something about a message. There's a message about this, maybe a child or someone who's happy. This communication. Someone is healed, so they're ready to communicate, but there's always somebody trying to deceive in the background. I also see that. Okay, somebody wants to create something together. It's not going to fail, whatever this is. It's going to come simple and easy for the collective. In this group that they cannot, because this group is always stalking people, they don't have anything that's permanent. Like whatever they do usually fades or is forgotten because it's not theirs. People can see through it. Okay, they want someone's wealth. Okay, they want someone's fire and passion and ability to create. Okay, because they have no guidance when it comes to achievement. They don't have the guidance. They can't navigate through life because they keep doing the same thing here. Yeah, they can't transform. They can't end something in their life. They won't do it. They won't do it. Let's see. The collective is having growth and they can't see you. They're not going to be able to see you. They're going to be asleep. Something is asleep. Someone is blind to your growth, your wealth, your fire. There is something they're not going to be able to see. They cannot lure you. Lure in reverse. Laura or lure in reverse. They cannot see you. Yeah. It's like if they can't see you or stalk you, they can't have a transformation of, even if it's false, a false transformation. They can't even fake a transformation. They have to keep watching and seeing you. It's like this person is trying to shadow the collective, live off of everything the collective does because they've lost themselves. So all they have is other people to just keep trying to shadow and be like them. They lost themselves. Maybe through food. Maybe somebody could have stopped cooking because of some type of food contamination or spiritual contact. Somebody could have stopped cooking for that reason. This is possible. Somebody is maybe spending time on their porch. This could be significant as well. So there's a fire sign that was manipulating, okay, a group of people to maybe bother the collective here. They're in reverse. They're ungrateful. This fire sign or fire placement is in reverse, okay, because they cannot heal, which means they cannot contact the collective anymore. They cannot contact the collective anymore, okay, because there's someone who wants to keep contacting the collective spiritually, telepathically, and it's garbage. There's nothing this person wants to do but shadow, copy, and steal. Copy and paste. That's all this energy wants to do because they're really a spirit that could be just hosting, different people could be hosting this spirit. Okay, so there's no more messages coming from this group. Okay, they're in reverse. They cannot heal. So there's no contact here. The collective has guidance, okay, and intuition. Okay, they're resisting this group, and everything is going to be fine. Everything's going to be fine here. You have protection. Protection's back out, and you have wealth and transformation. The contact with this lower fire energy, sun, moon, rising, or Venus, is finished. It is finished, and that's it. Okay, you see it. You're going to see it. Before, maybe some people didn't see this energy, but now you see it. You see it, which is going to open doors for the collective. Okay, somebody with earth and fire placements in reverse was doing this. Here. Yeah. You could be have air placements in the upright. Okay, something is put to rest here. Something could also be going on with bears. I was picking up this yesterday, that something is going on with bears and they don't want people to know. An earth sign in reverse could be doing something to bears. They could be bottling their souls or their spirits, trying to harvest their energy inside of something while they sleep. Okay. It gets strange on this channel. It can get strange. Okay, they can't get any work. Labor in reverse. Okay, flies or bees could be significant, but they can't get any work, so they're doing this to the bear. Okay, or a creature like the bear. They're down on their luck here. Okay, and all the collective has is time. Okay, so they try to steal time is what I see here, using the air, which is spirits. Okay, and it's still not permanent. Nothing can stick for them because they need wisdom, which comes with experience and being good, but all they do is deceive and take life. So that's what they get. That's it, collective. We can't do anything else for this group. Let's see. All right, let's see. Let's get 4 cards out of here. Let's see. All right, someone made the wrong choice, deceiving. Okay, they won't exercise. They won't exercise or get an exorcism. Okay, this person is unreliable. Keep your heels on. Somebody is saying these shoes or these heels. Somebody told someone to keep their heels on when they were doing something, and they could have fell down or something. Somebody was they deceived you and made you think that keeping your heels on was the right choice, but it was the wrong choice here. Somebody deceived someone. Did tarot readings on your child in reverse. Like I said, this person, I'm picking up like somebody who could have also been deceiving someone. Okay, this could have been some kind of karma, and someone also stopped trying to get delivered and get these spirits out of their life, and maybe something backfired. Something like this along the lines could have happened, but they were unreliable. Something was unreliable about this person. But someone shouldn't have been doing tarot readings on someone's child, or they weren't. But I feel like when this card comes out, somebody usually is. Somebody usually is doing tarot readings, okay? They could be saying they're not, or they could be trying to exorcise demons out of their life so that they stop doing tarot readings on children. Maybe somebody had some kind of addiction to doing this. It was the wrong choice. So a lot of wrong choices were made here, and somebody could have fell down. Somebody could have said, keep those heels on. Maybe, you know, this person's karma said that. And they fell down. All right, so we have Knight of Cups, very disappointed here, making the wrong choice. This Knight of Cups in reverse, who looks upright. Okay, this person's a player. They're lying. They're deceiving. They're future faking. They have to walk away. Scorpio, Libra, Pisces in the reverse. Okay, and then look, we have them coming back. All right, to deceive more. This energy is a pain in the ass, okay? They're doing something with this Virgo energy. Virgo, Pisces, Scorpio, Libra is obsessed here. They're obsessed. But it looks like somebody deceived someone as well. This Scorpio, Libra, Pisces could have deceived a Pisces or a Virgo, or vice versa. Okay, they deceived this person, and this could have been this person's karma. Maybe they did something to this person, and you know, with this coming out in an upright, okay, it's very possible that this person was genuine in their love, but it was the wrong choice, and they were disappointed. But then someone came back to hustle them. Someone came back to hustle and deceive them, and they got karma. This person could be in an upright. Okay, I'm going to give Knight of Cups today. Is going to get the benefit of that. I'm picking up that this person was, but I see unreliable. They put this behind them, okay? Somebody wasn't always reliable, but then somebody was trying to go in the right direction here, but then they were disappointed because it's like they stopped getting delivered. Like somebody was having problems with demons here. Okay, and they were unreliable, but they tried to put it behind them. But they stopped doing this prayer or whatever they were doing to get these demons out of their life. And they were disappointed. But then they came back here. Somebody came back here and hustled someone. Why did they do this? They didn't want to do something? Okay, so we have Scorpio, Sag here. Looking at unreliability. They're looking at being unreliable. This is somebody who was a leader, but they were looking at unreliable. Somebody was marking this person with unreliability. Somebody was saying, you were unreliable and I'm reliable. So there could have been another King of Wands in the reverse that was trying to sacrifice this King of Wands in the upright. But then this person, they deceived this other person, which was hustling themselves. So they were both hustling, or they became a hustler after dealing with this person, or something like this happened. But they were trying to hold up a tower with this King of Wands energy. And this person was looking at being unreliable, as if somebody was projecting for this person to be unreliable so that something would fail over here or something like this. Okay, so 1 second, please. This energy is, unmask this energy, please. Someone is just like, this fire energy is really getting under my skin. There they go. Okay, somebody is, this is a past reading, okay? Okay. Somebody's star is rising. This was in the past here. Someone, this Queen of Pentacles here. These are people that were good, okay? And there's this Virgo Libra that that's in this group or being used in this group. This person is a Robata, and I'm picking up that someone was disappointed after they brought love to this person, but then they went back to them. But the group said you have to deceive them, you have to sacrifice them. Okay. But then we have this Queen of Pentacles coming out here. So something was going on between this King of Wands and this Queen of Pentacles. Something was going on between this Scorpio, Sag, and this Earth fire sign to hold up a tower that needed to come down. Yeah, they needed to, there's something like this person, these groups were avoiding getting rid of these demonic energies out of their life. So it's almost like this energy was tempting them. This group needed to do the right thing. They had a Four of Wands. They had it at one time. But there's this Virgo, Libra, Pisces, Taurus in reverse. This group was being sent, they're robatas, okay? And when somebody's star is rising, they have to keep sacrificing this group. So they want this star to rise, but it's not theirs. So they did something to them. They sacrificed them. That's what they did. And this Queen of Swords in reverse is some kind of spy, some kind of bitchy cold stalker. And that's the energy of this card in the reverse, okay? And that's what they were doing. Something could have been going on between this Queen of Pentacles and this King of Wands. And this Virgo, Libra, Taurus, Pisces energy was angry about this. They tried to come back and say, I'm sorry, but it didn't work or something. And this person's star was rising. And this one was jealous, so she sacrificed that person as well. But the truth is coming out about something. That this King of Wands needs to change their approach. They need to tell the truth about something, about how somebody's star rose. They deceived someone over here who could have been a good person, but now they're a robata, and this person could be cheating, and now they're out for vengeance. That was the mistake when this person said, I'm going to get vengeance on you. That's when this person made a huge mistake. That's when they made a huge mistake. Because they were not, they should have went to God. They didn't. They went to a group that was no good. And they started seeking families. This is when this person went downhill, Empress in reverse. Yeah. This was unreliable, depending on families. But somebody said, keep your heels on. You know, this is some kind of figure of speech. Keep your heels on. Don't ever take them off. Don't ever get out of this energy. Always keep your heels on. This could be sexual innuendo or something. But this robata kept going to families to sacrifice them after they did it here. It's something they kept doing. And it led them to poverty. Okay, because of a father here. And somebody with Aries placements in the upright. Okay, it's like this person could not get away with this anymore. Somebody took authority. Okay. So this Empress in reverse, which could be this person back here, they could be like Taurus moon or something, or Taurus, one like a placement, okay? But they're very dependent, which is why they're struggling now. So they found this Cancer Leo, okay, that looked upright. Maybe they were, okay, but they not no more. Once you come in contact with this energy, this person is in reverse. That's right, confirmation, Leo. 8 of Wands in reverse. This person took this person is some kind of succubus energy that just goes around sucking everything out of people. And it stemmed from this person being unreliable. They depended on this person to be there for them, and they didn't. What they did was just bring them love, and then maybe have some kind of relationship with this Queen of this Queen of Pentacles, and made their star rise, and this person felt betrayed. And then this person sacrificed them. And then that started some kind of trailblaze of sacrifices. But then there's Emperor energy, okay, that showed authority over this person and said no. And then this person said, yes, I'm going to keep doing this. So they started looking for these knights. Okay, these knights that are happy and have energy, that move around. They can move this person around. They keep sacrificing people for them. And they end up sacrificing that person, and they could not. And this person is actually going to be telling the truth about what happened, but they lost control of something because they were sacrificed for doing bad things for this group, possibly. Why was this person sacrificed? Maybe for something they had, but then they lost control of something. They did something, maybe they could have had intercourse with them, okay? They were doing something with children and adults here that were wrong, and the angel said, you need to be dealt with, okay? Okay, you're out of control. You're overcommitted to this lower Capricorn devil energy. Okay, that's what it was. Okay, this lower, they were doing spell work and witchcraft on Scorpio, Aries, Pisces in the upright, Taurus. They were doing spell work on these groups, possibly Gemini and Virgos, air fire signs as well. They were They were doing witchcraft, okay? Very isolated and alone. Capricorn is also significant. They were stalking people who were healing, that had plans, that had authority, that were having loss. I mean, they're stalking families, okay? And this King of Pentacles, again, is, again, lying, okay? Leo, Virgo in reverse, having trauma every time they do this, but they won't stop doing it. They won't stop doing it here. Okay, we have the Death card, and we have... So what I see, again, is Five of Pentacles in reverse. So this keeps happening. This could be happening to someone, poverty... well, better, poverty, well, better, poverty, well, like it could be something that's happening over and over again because somebody keeps coming back and taking and taking and taking in the spirit. So they had a death, okay? Something ended here. Something ended. And now the collective can plan, can heal, can have authority, could have success, can fight the spiritual war and have success. This is over. Because they're trying to stop this Two of Wands energy, which is about planning and having success. They're trying to stop it. This person lost their destiny. Okay. This Knight of Wands is following someone here. All right. They're trying to get something back that they lost. Okay. They still can't have any new feelings. So what they're doing is masking up. This person is kind of faking it until they make it. This Cancer, Leo in reverse, this water sign in reverse, this air, fire in reverse, maybe Scorpio is faking it till they make it, and they're trying to follow people whose star is rising. Okay, and that's because they were tricked, or they agreed to do something very bad with children and adults. It's not good. But they still don't feel different with the Ace of Cups in reverse. They're stalking a Virgo, Aquarius. Okay, this person could have Taurus placements. Again, there's a few lower Taurus Aries here having lack. Okay, and they're stalking Virgo, Aquarius, Taurus, Aries, Scorpio, Pisces. They're stalking these signs here. Okay, they're overwhelmed and confused. All right, holding up towers. It's hard. These towers, this is like fighting God. That's basically what they're doing. The tower, the lightning coming from above, they're fighting this here. That's why they think it's a good idea to harm Scorpio, Aries energy, because they feel like if I have this energy in the reverse, then I can use it against God. These things are running from God's judgment in terrible reaction to them. Okay, because of what they're doing to people's inheritances and jobs and money and income. Something is over. Something is over, and that's it. They committed too much. They're overwhelmed. So they're put to rest now. Something is over. This tower came down and put it to rest. This tower came down suddenly without warning and put it to rest because of the overcommitment and just having no control. We have faith and new beginnings. 10 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles. We have Virgo, Aquarius, again, the signs underneath, Scorpio, Aries, Taurus, Pisces. Okay, avoiding conflict, staying out of trouble with this group. Okay, somebody could also be using tactics to, good tactics to weaken this enemy. That's what I see here. 5 of Wands in reverse. Is someone who doesn't want problems. But I see this 5 of Wands in reverse not dealing with all of these demons. Like, I'm not dealing with you. I'm not going to do this today. I'm not fighting with you today. I'm going to be smart and weaken you. There's a strategy, okay, against the enemy. Right? Look, strength in reverse, strength in the upright. Okay, there's a fight between Leo and Leo, Taurus and Taurus, Capricorn and Capricorn. There's Libra and Libra. There's fights between these groups, and they're losing. Fire in reverse. When you lose your fire, it's not a good sign. It's not good at all, because they're stagnant. They can't go anywhere. They can't move. They're scared. They're struggling. But more importantly, this is put to rest. Okay, again, this Queen of Pentacles keeps coming out here. This person is really bent on people saying good things about them when they're not doing something good. And that's where they're having lost an opportunity, and some sort of sacrifice happened with the Four Swords and the Hangman. This group is trying to say, you know, help me. I know I'm wicked. I know that I'm doing bad things to you, but help me now. Still help me no matter what. Help me even if I'm trying to hurt you. Help me, they're saying. This is what this group is literally saying. They're unreliable. Okay, and they just keep harming. They're getting backfire and they're panicking. They're not reliable. This card in reverse is they're not reliable. They want someone's child to do it for them. Some of these people worship children to only turn around and betray them because they're sick. Yes, Ten of Swords. Because ancestors have to get in reverse and sacrifice this energy that is hurting innocent descendants of them. Strong, encouraged, faithful families that don't deserve any type of interaction from this group. They just keep following these good people, and it's finished, and it happened quickly. There's still someone avoiding making a decision though, okay? This Virgo Libra still wants to hustle, still has a desire to be mean, be a gold digger, okay, using people, okay? And this Queen of Wands wants to do this too, this Pisces Aries, this Taurus Pisces, okay? A Leo still wants to do this as well. That's what I'm saying, like, regardless of what type of punishment these things get, they don't want to change. It's like, why don't you want to change? They want to be a fool in the reverse, which is bad. They don't have the faith to change, and that's why they stalk the collective in the upright, because the collective knows I'm gonna be okay. This is just temporary. I have faith, and I'm ready for the next part of my life to do well, to do better. And that's what I see. They don't have that. When they fail, they want to keep doing more of the wrong thing. That's why death is out again, because something has to end. Something must end. It's by their own choice. They're choosing this ending because their lack of faith to change, their greediness, their jealousy. They could have a revelation. I am the poet and you are the poetry, okay? Somebody is in love, okay? They're in love. We have 34 in reverse, 43 in reverse. Somebody attacks someone's voice. Cancer in reverse energy could be attacking someone's voice. Someone who's loyal. They can't do it. Some sort of misdiagnosis happened. Someone has young children. Something could be, like, somebody could have had a problem with their voice, but it was a misdiagnosis, and now they feel like they need to attack other people's voices. Again, this is all, could be witchcraft, okay? Ryan, Rye, a name that sounds like that. Right, it could be significant. Somebody could talk like that. Somebody could have been having problems with their speech, their dialect. Somebody could be doing witchcraft. They do this. They remember, a part of yourself is your voice and your speaking and your ability to communicate. A lot of these spirits, they lose it from sacrifice, from cursing people. And when you curse something, you curse yourself. They're not grasping this concept. They just keep doing it, and then they keep stealing to try to make up for the loss. But instead of just stopping and just taking accountability for what they've done and just living up to that and trying to work it out from there, they just keep going. Karmic's still spying occasionally. Like, it just doesn't stop. Okay, yeah, getting arrested is here. Okay, at the airport. Okay, somebody's trying to go somewhere. This is possible. Ren could be significant. A name that starts with Ren. or has Ren in the name. This group is loyal and good. Okay, they don't want to hurt anybody. They do have to defend themselves, but they don't want to even do that. But this group will not allow anybody to, with the strength card here, the collective is not going to allow anybody to dominate them, okay? And that's our choice to do that. There's somebody in this group that keeps trying to tell us how we can defend ourselves. If you're attacking me, you don't have a right to tell me how to defend myself. I'm going to defend myself the way I see fit to make sure that your attacks don't come against me and try to destroy my life. That's what these things are doing. They're trying to manipulate people and scare people into being defenseless and scared. This people pleaser is in reverse. Or you're not a people pleaser, okay? Somebody wants someone to FaceTime them now. A water sign. Somebody whose first, middle, or last name starts with C, T, or R is in reverse. A could be significant. Dog in reverse. I'm sorry if anybody's lost. Somebody's currently on trial. Someone cannot meet you halfway. There could be somebody who's supposed to be supporting you during some sort of trial and they can't meet you halfway. A could be significant. I'm catfishing you in a spiritual realm. This person is in reverse. Someone is trying to be something they're not. Somebody's constantly masking up in the spiritual realm and trying to fish for, gold. They think the collective is their treasure, their genie, their jackpot or something. And that's what this person keep going around the spiritual realm and doing, pretending to be someone you love or something that you think about or something. They're just going to pop up and pretend and steal and never be in your life. To be determined in reverse. Something is not to be determined anymore. It's done. Something was being determined, not anymore. It's in reverse. This is it. Somebody doesn't have a warrant, and it's like somebody keeps trying to do this to someone. Somebody wants someone to be guilty for something they've never done. They're not going to do. Somebody just keeps trying to throw dirt on somebody's name, defame them, and just destroy them because they are destroyed. And this person, this thing, this demon has no other way out but to keep doing the same thing. If you want to know if somebody's possessed or has very close attachments, they'll keep doing the same thing over and over again. Like every single day. Like this person cannot get out of this loop. They're doing the same exact things every day. And sometimes we have to do the same thing to get out of a situation. Like we have to just commit to something, but we don't do it every day for years and years and years. These spirits have been doing this for a long time because they're working with spirits that are very old I think some of these spirits are from the Bible that they're working with. Like I think some of these people are invoking 60, 100, maybe hundreds of years of demons that have been doing the same thing, and they're binding to them, which means now they're one or sort of one with this spirit, which is in a loop for over 100 years or 50 years or 30 years. Somebody's using antennas to do something, maybe to communicate, because they're saying it's no one but you. Somebody is so obsessed, okay? They're so obsessed. They're hiding. This person is hiding that they're obsessed with the collective. Like they don't want anybody to know that they're completely focused on you. But everybody knows. N in reverse. Jamaica in reverse. Somebody from Jamaica, a first, middle, last name starts with N. Okay, is in reverse. Somebody could be disabled. A crystal witch is in reverse because of this. Okay, I wish you were mine. Somebody wants to be with the collective, but maybe they're not good. Okay, somebody's trying to make something disappear. Somebody who they hurt. They might be trying to make this person disappear. Someone's love is eternal. Show up or leave me alone. Okay, somebody doesn't feel like that. Somebody is not impatient. This card in the upright is about being impatient or losing your patience. Somebody doesn't feel like that. Okay, somebody did not tow your car. Somebody can't tow your car or make you stranded. Somebody could be trying to do this stupid shit. Like, it's just like somebody is really a psychopath. Like, they want somebody to use a knife. This could be their karma. This could be their karma. And they just keep finding ways. Okay, they're feeling mad stupid. Okay, because they can't do it. So now they're trying to make somebody do this. No. Goodbye. Kentucky in reverse. Somebody from Kentucky or a place that starts with K could be in reverse. They wanted to hurt you. Because you're telepathic. These things, okay? Toe in reverse. Something, maybe it was something with somebody's toes. Okay, they're communicating unwantedly. They keep stalking. Okay, they don't want you to expose them. They expose themselves. Yeah, it is in reverse. Because they're exposing themselves by stalking the collective constantly, all night. Somebody's doing this all night. And reporting false things to the authorities about the collective. And the authorities don't want to hear something. They don't want to hear this because they know it's not true. Or they have some, you could have spoken to the authorities, or there's some kind of communication here. Somebody keeps telling the authorities all night that somebody's doing something. Let's see. Let's see. What are they doing? All right, let me see what they're telling. What are they telling the authorities? This group is crazy. They want to know what time something is happening. They want to know what time something is happening. Someone here. Maybe what time you're doing something. What are they reporting that's false about the collective? Let's just get a couple of cards here. Moon rituals. They're saying that the collective could be doing moon rituals on them. Okay, which is garbage. Okay, we all know collective. They're the ones doing this. This is how they think they can project what they've done onto other people. This is how they think they can do this to someone, is by scaring them. 11, okay, could be significant. Scorpio could be significant. Okay, I haven't given up on us. Somebody hasn't given up on something. That could be why somebody's upset. Okay, they want somebody to give up on something so they can have it. No, somebody's not wearing lingerie for them. Somebody's not doing some kind of promiscuous act for them. Okay, Aquarius could be significant as well. Somebody is not scared, right? I just said somebody's not scared. They're trying to like sacrifice people here. Okay, this person that cursed you as a child is in reverse. This could be another reason why they're accusing or falsely accusing someone. Okay, because they were using someone in our life, okay, to curse us. And now this person is not there to do that anymore. They're upset. They're upset. Utica. A place that starts with U, okay, it could be significant. The letter U. Karmic is hiding. Online is the collective. This person is in reverse. Somebody's losing their little evil team. Okay, something was demoed and destroyed. This team. P in reverse. They need your help desperately. Okay. Someone can't sober up. This is okay. This is another reason why they're trying 20. Again, Aquarius or 20 could be significant. Somebody, okay, protect your children. Somebody could be trying to hurt somebody's child. This group is too dependent on the collective. It's almost like this group was depending on you secretly and you didn't know. They were depending on you secretly and you didn't know. And now you know and you cut it off at the root. This shit is uprooted and destroyed, exposed, and you're not tolerating anything, any type of deception or trickery. And that's it. You're not doing that. I want all of you forever. This person don't even want somebody. They just want to keep depending on them and being desperate. So whenever you reject this person, they want to contact the authorities and make false reports. They want to try to make you feel vulnerable and scared because you refuse to do anything for them. cough or sneeze for them, or some stupidness here, or be sick, or sober up for them, or help them sober up, or some garbage. Jail for the night. Somebody says go to jail for the night. No, you didn't do anything. They were telling the truth. They're lying. Okay, somebody is lying. Alaska, somebody from a place that starts with A. Okay, they can't speak healing over their life. A gay father could be doing something. They needed your help desperately, or did, or do. Okay, you're not struggling. T could be significant, first, middle, or last name. Somebody's hair is in reverse. Okay, because they wouldn't stop bothering the collective. Somebody lost their damn hair. 7 in reverse could be significant. Harrisburg, somebody from a place that starts with H could be in reverse, or a name. Your best friend is secretly jealous of you. This person is, they were helping this group, okay, all night, all right, doing something here. Moon rituals, to have a baby, have my baby. Somebody telling the collective to have their baby. Yeah, have my baby, so I could take it. Okay, that's what these sick things do. They're sick. Okay, they want somebody to be disappeared and stranded. That's why they ask is where they at. NP could be significant. PN. Okay, aliens is here. Okay. Always on my mind. Okay, somebody could be scared here. They're scared because somebody is thinking about someone. This scares them. It's like they just don't want anyone to be happy. They want somebody coughing and sneezing, or maybe they're coughing and sneezing. They need a nurse or a doctor, okay? Okay, somebody's telling the truth, and that is scary to this person. They don't want to be replaced, okay? But they won't stop trying to harm with spells that you didn't know about, okay? But you know now. This person obsessed with hurting you in reverse. Goodbye, okay? Somebody's not ignoring the side chick. Or they don't want somebody to do that. They want somebody to go to the strip club together after work. That they want to continue this here. They want somebody to get a warrant. Okay, they're obsessed with doing this to people that are innocent. They try to set up people to make them guilty for them. Okay, it's not going to happen. Okay, these are hindering spirits that try to hinder people because somebody's twin or soulmate is faithful to them. Okay, they're demoed and destroyed. This group is done. They have to stop. Almost done here. Okay, money is being returned times 10 because someone is guilty. Okay, they're going to be giving back your money here. Jesus said yes. Okay, somebody's not future faking anyone anymore. Okay, a doorbell is going to ring, or some kind of doorbell is significant. And somebody's still jealous, okay? There could be a best friend that is just jealous because somebody's going to reach out to someone, okay? Somebody's telling the truth and they want somebody to get around. This is what I'm talking. It's like these things don't make any sense. This is all about just you not being a sucker for anybody or a people pleaser, okay? That's your reading.